Jinx. What is it?
No trade backs?
Yeah.
Jinx.
Hey, welcome back. Carjacking scenario. Game on, baby. We got Shane and Zeus. Now, as you saw yesterday in the entry level, there was one decoy passively walking up to the van and opening the door and putting his arm in. We had some dogs eliminated almost half the crowd.
It does it every try.
This, for level ones, is going to up the ante. We're going to have two decoys. One is the other one is going to try and break into the car.
This is going to be a real challenge, as if any of this isn't a real challenge. We saw what happened with entry level as far as the dogs having some difficulty with that passive decoy coming in. The additional distraction of a very active decoy, an agitating decoy outside of the vehicle, I'm really curious to see how the dogs do, because they're going to have someone to focus on. They're going to have someone visual already.
Here we go. We got Cowboy Wayne.
And Zeus is, if you can see Zeus in the vehicle, he's already targeted on Wayne.
Yep. All right, so Shane and Zeus from High Desert K9.
Oh, Zeus is 100% fixated on our distraction decoy. That's what we can call him, the distraction decoy, because Wayne will, and that's Wayne Davis, folks, Wayne will not be getting bit in this scenario.
That dog's fired. And who do we have? Oh, we got decoy Mr. Courtney. Courtney's rocking a lone duck hat. I just want everyone to know. No big deal.
I mean, a lone duck hat can make anybody look good.
We saw, yes, I can. If you want to become an LA4, get you a lone duck hat.
Zeus is still fired up. Wayne is doing a great job agitating that dog.
His arm.
Yep.
He's popping at the window.
These are very familiar pictures to a dog. Very familiar. And
if that door opened, Zeus would come out flying.
Yes.
But now, what is he going to do with Courtney? Here we go. Oh, we got a bite.
We got a bite.
Here we go.
This is exactly what was supposed to happen. The dog is supposed to engage the person coming into the vehicle and forget about the person agitating from outside. And it's hard to forget about Wayne.
Great job. That's how it's done, baby. That is how it's done. Great teamwork. Look at the love between dog and man, carrying him off the field. What a cool dude.
Yeah.
Me and Shane should hang out. It'd be fun.
It'll be on TikTok.
I don't TikTok.
He does.
Does he?
Oh,
do you know his TikTok?
No.
Give him a shout out?
Shane Murray, maybe? Maybe it's his name.
Google him.
He's all over. He's got a huge TikTok.
Cool.
And that's actually something that we've seen with him and his dog in previous trials, is that unspoken bond.
That unspoken bond, baby.
They have a lot of camaraderie, those two. And yeah, a dog and a human can have camaraderie. They can have a bond. That's the whole point of why you should be doing this in the first place. What an exceptional performance in that letting go mentally of the agitating decoy to engage the very passive decoy. In this case, it was our decoy, Courtney Wolf. You know, that's challenging.
Yep.
Which means you better train for it.
Yeah, this is a scenario. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with all the other competitors. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Mongo's going to bite. So let's do the same game we played yesterday. Can you try and fix that bad boy, bud? You just flip her around. There we go. Boom, we're back over here on Instagram. Everybody on YouTube, do us a favor. Leave a comment. Right before the dog is about to bite, I want everyone to play the game again on the carjacking scenario saying, bite, no bite.
Yep, that's all you got to write. That's all you got to write. Bite or no bite. You win $1 million if you get it right.
I don't know about $1 million, but maybe...
Pesos? Was that like $5?
Rupees?
Rupees. I think that's maybe even weaker than the peso.
Probably. But this scenario is still one of my favorites. That and the face attack.
Face attack's fun.
There's so much steam and momentum with the dog.
Well, the face attack it's a favorite because of the excitement and the simplicity. You don't have to wonder what's happening. There's not a lot of, well, what's the dog doing next? No, it's a guy and his dog and a bad guy downfield. You send them and boom. That's a big reason why that is a very popular event. I like this one just because it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so challenging.
And we talk about training for the different scenarios. I do feel like this one, it's all about preparation.
Yep.
It's showing the dog this picture. We talked about it yesterday where you were talking about like almost resource guarding.
Number 2.
What would be the
We would
terminology you would use? It's not resource guarding, but
we call it like an object guard.
Object
that's
guard,
the
thank you.
that's the name of that type of scenario in numerous other sports.
Absolutely. So if you work on that, then your dog should be successful.
There are some principles involved in that event, in that training scenario that have application here. You could, because I'm always big on principle over method, and my students in the K9 Blueprint, I beat them to death with that. Is, you know, method. And anybody who's had any involvement with dogs in any capacity, especially online, you know that like a lot of trainers and a lot of people who give advice, it's always methods. What method do I get? How do I stop my dog from jumping on the counter? What method do I use to perfect the heel?
Right.
Forget methods for a while. If you don't have a solid understanding of principles, the method doesn't matter, because if you mess up that method, you can't adapt. You can't do something. You have to go and find another method and another method. You know, you're in a box. So when we talk about the carjacking, let's think about principles. Let's think about behavior, and let's think about how we teach these animals. Well, let's look at an object guard and go, wait a minute, I could carry over those principles.
We got Mongo. Flip my pages. Psych and Mongo. South Bay Malinois. Bad to the bone competitor.
In the comments, you got a couple seconds. You still got about a minute to let us know if Mongo's going to bite
or no bite. Come on. Give us your predictions. I'll tell you mine. Bite.
Yeah, I'm saying bite. I'm not even waiting. I'm not contemplating.
Mongo, I got to do a little bit of spending time with him at trial number 2, just talking with Psych, and you can just look at Mongo in his eyes, and it's not just training, it's who he is.
Yes.
To me, that's what makes a great duck dog. That's what makes a great retriever. It's who they are. They live, eat, sleep, breathe, dream about it. And I think this is what Mongo eats, sleeps, dreams. Carjacking.
And he's got a great handler. I mean, you spend any
That
time
man,
with
a
Psych,
veteran.
that's the guy you want to learn from, you want to be around, and you want to drink scotch with. All of the above, preferably all at the same time. I don't care what time of day it is.
Yeah, me and
But
Psych, we can hang.
yeah, he's a.
Well, I think I would like to hang out with him. He may not want to hang out with me.
You may look at both of
Here
us
we
and
go. We
say,
got
no.
Cowboy Wayne out here. He looks like Teen Wolf.
He really does.
does
Holy
look like
crap!
Yeah, spitting image. Mongo's already agitated and fired up.
I can't unsee that now. I'm sorry, I'm
Dude,
distracted.
Look at the slobber. The dog camera. Psych's getting out of the vehicle. Look at Mongo going crazy. And the dog. Oh! Our boy G just goes, that camera. Camera, you son of a gun.
The dog is very engaged with Wayne at this
Wayne
point.
is firing him up, tapping on the glass, showing him arms, running away.
Putting his beard in the window. That would make anybody
Little
angry.
Beard rub. Oh, ooh. Washing the windows. Let's go.
He kind of looks like the guy who came up to my Uber asking for $1 to wash the windows.
Yeah, here we go. We got Courtney coming in his lone duck hat.
In a very smooth, confident demeanor. He's going to open up that door.
Let's see what Mongo does.
Bite or no bite. Bite or no bite.
Come on, Mongo. He's too focused on Cowboy Wayne. Ooh, he came out and popped on.
He's on
Here we go.
Courtney. We have a bite. First out command has been given,
Did not out.
and he got it on the second.
Very good. So again, like Oscar and I kind of did a debrief earlier, this is level 1. If the dog doesn't out on the first attempt, you're allowed to give another one. You're going to get a point deduction,
It's not free.
but you're playing, right? Great work by decoys, handler, and dog. Mongo's an intense animal. No two ways about it, man. No
No.
two ways about it.
There's a vibe and an energy that you pick up around different dogs.
Yeah.
And same thing with people. It just, you know, it's not as pronounced as much anymore in people. What dogs, though, you get in the presence of a true
Beast.
mentally powerful and confident animal, and you know it. Even if you don't know that you know it, your subconscious, you feel, wow.
You're in the presence of something special.
And it's not because they're snarling, barking, or growling. Actually,
sitting there.
Well, it's the ones who don't bark, snarl, and growl all the time. Why? Because they don't need to. Yeah. They don't need to be constantly giving threat displays and intimidate, because as far as the dog is concerned, you're all inferior beings.
Yeah.
And when you're in the presence of an animal like that, you know it.
Absolutely. So again, clarification on the rules came from our judge, Oscar Mora, where he described the different, in entry level, you've got a few more attempts at giving the out. You've got the leash on. Level 1, there's no leash. You can't hold the leash and out your dog. You're further away from the dog giving the out. If the dog doesn't out right away, we just are knocking points off, creating separation between the competitors. But
at no point in time through any of them, though, can you give a correction.
Yes, and that's
a big point.
Yeah, exactly. Now, level 2s, if they don't out, if they don't down en route to a bite.
If they bite when they're not supposed to bite on a call off, it's not a deduction, it's a DQ.
Yeah. The old call off gets me fired up, man. That's extreme discipline and control and training and self-awareness of the dog. Composure in the dog. That's just
clear-headedness.
Next level.
A term you hear a lot. Clear-headedness. While the dog is in drive, operating in the mode where it's getting to do the thing it lives and breathes to do, it still has to be aware.
And all that momentum.
Yes.
It's got to stop. And you saw it with the dog Rico. I mean, that momentum was incredible. He slid into that call off like a NHL hockey player kicking up.
I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of camera angles we had from that. So that, I mean, if that can get, I'm sure they caught it on film. Somebody got it. I mean, even from our limited viewpoint here, it looked pretty impressive. The dust,
all that dead grass just sprayed everywhere. Like I said, it was like an NHL player just sliding in and all the ice spraying. Freaking amazing athlete. Absolute athlete. Let's see here. We've got some of his likes. He likes swimming, long walks on the beach, and suckling on his blanket.
Aww. I have no shame whatsoever.
Suckling on. All right. Great off-leash control from all these level 1 competitors.
Well, they need to have that bare minimum to even be considered to do this. If you don't have good off-leash, then you shouldn't even be trying to play in the ones, period. That's a bare minimum.
But like we've said over and over again, when you get to a trial,
things can change.
Things can change. The excitement level, the nerves of the handler, the added distractions of, 75 people up against a fence 20, 30 feet away. Wayne, our decoy, firing the dog up.
All right, Bean has identified
Ours
Wayne
identified.
Davis as
We
being
got the
someone to bark
K9
at.
cam. You can show him barking. Intense. Look at Lauren just got out of the vehicle. Bean is going bananas. And he's a big son of a
That is a large dog.
Ooh, come on, tap it on the. Wayne's agitating the dog, adding more difficulty.
And there's such a significant difference in demeanor between our agitating decoy in this scenario and the guy who's going to steal the van.
Absolutely. They're distracting the dog, but what the dog has to do is flip that switch and go, oh my gosh, the door's open and someone's trying to get in. Bang.
Exactly.
Don't
Because
think, do.
people, while they
This
might,
is one of those don't think do's. All the
Correct.
other things we've been trying to do is get the dog to think.
and now just do.
Just do. And Lauren is standing behind.
All right, the door's yeah,
And he's
we have a
on,
bite.
and
Well
he's
done.
on.
Bean bit.
Bean. Mr. Bean. I like this dog.
Wow.
Beautiful.
What a perfect out. That
Crowd goes wild, baby.
that was a very strong performance. Very strong performance
Excellent.
from them. That out,
All right, guys,
I
we
mean,
have to break down this scenario. Set up the
Excellent.
next one.
spit it out. Spit it out.
Excellent.
That's going to finish up
Our
this
carjacking
scenario.
Next up, we've got the Boogeyman surprise. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hit us up. Give it a like. Give it a follow. Give it a thumbs up. Appreciate you all tuning in. YouTube, thank you very much.
I'm going to go find a blanket to suckle.